Hello. So what we're going to do is looking at perimeter. We're going to be looking at, so perimeter is the distance measured around the outside of the shape. So it's just very useful. We can have a shape that looks like this, or we can have a shape that looks like this. And if we were in our school playground or in a park, we might be asked to measure how many steps we take if we were to walk around the edge of maybe a garden, or it could be like a field where they're going to play some games, and just to check we have enough space there. So I always put a star, or sometimes I might put like a little dot or something like this to tell me where I start. And the reason is sometimes we're going to be looking at quite complex shapes. And then I think, oh my goodness, where did I start my measurement? Because we need to add all the sides. So with perimeter, we add up the measurement of the sides. So let's get cracking on this. I'm going to change the color so we can see what I'm doing here. So firstly, we're going to start with my beginning point here and do 2 steps. Let's imagine we are measuring steps. And then I'm going to do 2 steps from here. And then I'm going to do another 2 steps from here. And then finally, that's it, another 2 steps, and I'm back to where I put my little star or dot or X, okay? And then all I have to do to find the perimeter, I need to add the sides. We would say the length of the sides together, and I must put accurately, and this is because sometimes we need to check over our working out as the shape becomes much more complex, and also to make sure we don't double up on some measurements. And this is going to be so useful in the future because maybe you're going to be designing something, or you might be working with perimeter, the outside area. So here we go. We've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, what is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? Well, that equals 8. Or we can use our multiplication. 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 2's here. See that here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. Remember, multiplication is just repeated addition, but it's like a shortcut. It helps us. Now we have a more complex shape here. Let's put our starting point. This time I'm going to put an X. This is where I start. You can start at any point in the shape. So we go from here, as long as you mark it. So we have 4 steps. And then we have 2 steps here. And then, oh, hold on a second. I think I'm beginning to notice something. We have 4 steps because these 2 sides, they are the same length because it's a rectangle. And then up here, we're going to have 2 more sides because that's a rectangle. So, yep, they're exactly the same. Now you'll start to notice patterns in math. So this side and this side are the same, and that side are the same. And you might know that already, but this is very helpful because it means if we're dealing with a square or a rectangle, we don't need to measure this side eventually because we'll know that this side will be the same as that. So let's do some adding. What is 4 plus 4? That's 8. And then we have the other side, which is 2 plus 2, and that is 4. And then we add them together, 8 plus 4 equals 12. Now, how do we show perimeter? Well, we sometimes shorten it to P. So we'll say P for perimeter, that in that case, it was 8 steps. Okay, but it also could be 8 meters, whatever the unit of measurement is, whatever they tell you you're measuring in steps, squares, centimeters, inches. And this one, again, going to shorten perimeter to P, and that was 12. And again, it was steps here. And that's it. That is all there is to it. Remember, if anything is tricky, it just means it hasn't been explained in a way that you can get it, that it clicks with you. So you need more explanation.
Yes.
And once you get it, then the sky's the limit.